Thank you very much, Tsunami. Yes, let's find out indeed if Beast Coast have it in them to take this one, closing up the draft rather humorously as well in terms of SVG. He called it. He was like, he was feeling the Phoenix pick. The Phoenix pick indeed does come out. Of course, it has that fantastic synergy with the Void, the Wombo combo, the Chronosphere into the Supernova. The question is, folks, will it be enough? Because overall, it seemed like the panel, they didn't really like the Void direction that Beast Coast went here.
No, not so much, especially not what he's playing up against. It definitely feels like a tempo draft. I mean, Shopify, they're going to be looking to play very fast, very aggressive, and Beast Coast, they've gone down their own full type of strategy. I mean, we'll see if it's going to work. This looks a bit weird. It looks a bit slow. If anyone's going to be able to do it, though, it's Hector going for the late game, super carry as the Void. I mean, I don't really have faith in it, but let's see if they can make magic happen. Because there are limited egg hitters, kind of in a way, right? They have the inner beast aura that comes from Beastmaster, but lots of melee things. So maybe Sacred can do some crazy stuff. Maybe.
So what is it about the Void that doesn't feel great? Because I'll be honest, I kind of like the Void here.
You kind of like it here.
I guess I'm on my own. I wouldn't mind. I think this is a decent game for the Void. I think time dilation is pretty annoying for Shopify Rebellion's heroes.
For like the Coddle and Beast and stuff like that.
Thing, you know, is a solid pick against it from Shopify. Causes issues where you're going to have to commit twice. But I think there's potential here for K1.
It's very slow. It is unbelievably slow how it can farm. So you have to make tons of space for this hero. Maybe Mago is going to be able to make some magic happen as this Tusk to make space. He has sometimes with his Tusk, with his Kunkas and stuff like that, his Tinies. These are like the 3 big that he does play, but it is a very slow hero. And yeah, we'll have to see if it is going to work out for him. I don't have a lot of faith in it, but hey, Beast Coast, they're an absolute wild card sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, an outsider sort of looked at the carries elsewhere, any sort of other matchups or any hero that's kind of gone unanswered, you know, has the potential to pop off and become unstoppable this game from either side?
I mean, the Pango has a Coddle behind him, right? So it looks pretty damn good for him. He's got a lot of different potential to be able to deal with Static Storm and everything, too. He can just click the roll-up when he gets glimpsed in a lot of situations. And I think Saberlight is honestly set up for success.
Okay.
I think this is a pretty damn good Beastmaster game. Depending on which build he does go down, it feels incredible. He's also just going to get pumped up from the Coddle. And I think Coddle, overall, I actually been wanting to see this hero more. I know Tundra now played it twice, but this new, like the Blinding Light now being a normal ability, and when you now get when you pop ult, your Solar Bind is 35% magic resistance reduction at all levels. It's actually insane how powerful the ability is. So, yeah. There's the matchup, of course, the Time Dilation versus Coddle that we've seen. I know it's Yatoro who talked about it a bunch. Double stacks of Time Dilation versus Illuminate.
Okay.
But you actually just have Blinding Light always now. So if you Chrono, you get Blinding Lighted. It's going to be a sad Void unless he's got other heroes throwing damage in. But yeah, we'll see how everything ends up going down.
And also, so for Beast Coast as well, as you know, Avery was pointing out, this is something we see from them, you know, getting Sacred on this offlane Phoenix. What do you think it is about this team that they like the Phoenix in this offlane position with? Like, what does it do for them? What has it done for them in the past?
It's just the SA region. It's when they see, they're like, oh, there's no egg hitters. We need damage provided in Chronosphere. I think that's the 2 biggest things that he was looking at. Because it's not just him, it's Whisper as well that does like to go for it. Schofield could be in some trouble.
That's looking like a first blood hit.
Sure is.
Arteezy takes him down with the help of the Skeletons. They will lose Fly in return. Did dive for this one, Sacred, so we'll take a couple of punches from Arteezy on the way out. How are we doing on the mid so far? Dark Margo, 12 for 3 against the 9 for 1.
He should hold
a bit of a lead here as the Tusk.
Yep, he should have a good lane. And I think a lot of the game is going to, in my opinion at least, it will be up to him how much he's going to be able to make happen as this Tusk to get that early advantage to mess with some of these heroes on the side lanes, shut down potentially even this Beastmaster. But yeah, we shall see.
I've got to be honest, so far in this top lane, I mean, this Blinding Light, it seems rather annoying.
Yeah.
For K1, he is having a slow start here against Saberlight.
I mean, it's also just, I'm not sure why this actually happened, I'll be honest with you, is why the hell is Beastmaster Axe's 50 mana? Why did they buff this ability, Owen?
50 mana?
It went from 65 to 50, and you've got a Coddle behind you, and there's more Ancients to farm, so... Yeah, I don't know, this hero still feels absolutely absurd.
Yeah, I guess they just felt we didn't see this hero enough last patch. Maybe they weren't watching.
I don't know. This hero, it does feel absolutely crazy. Universal now, of course, but I feel like it's incredible. And he got strength buff in the most recent patch. Catch here.
Should be a kill.
Should be.
Light. He's gone.
Good couple kills here, but last hits overall. Looking very good for the side of Shopify.
Arteezy doing fine down here on the CS.
I'm just going to be watching mid for the most part here, see if Mago can make some magic happen.
Is there sort of a chance in this matchup to kill the Pango if Arbid steps in the wrong place?
Absolutely. Mago, very aggressive player as well, too. He could push the limits of this hero. K1. Time dilation. Slow down their aggression. And all right. Let's see what Stinger can do. He's got a Centaur Courser, so he's got the Cloak Aura now for his buddy. Tank up some of that magic damage.
Yeah, he needs everything at K1. He's getting a huge amount of harassment thrown his way.
It's dead.
Oh, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Centaur Courser.
It did its job for
3 seconds. Just
better
about.
than none. Stinger.
Stinger.
He might be dead.
They get the time dilation crit. He's got 3 stacks of it on him. He could be in trouble.
They'll turn towards him. He's got the blinding light up, though.
Uh-oh. And now there's a chakra. They could turn onto K1. Not quite going to be able to. That melee creep.
And it's still forcing K1 away from the wave and such. It's not a fun time in this safe lane.
Definitely not. I'm curious to see what build Saberlight does go down. If he is going to go Drums of Slum since he's playing versus Chen.
Yeah.
Right now he's going to have Vanguard already done.
If anything, it's impressive that K1's actually been able to find as much CS as Arteezy has on the other side of the map right now, 16 and 15. So it's proven to be a difficult lane with the way that he's being pushed back, but still able to find something up there.
And Sacred now.
It's going to be another kill hit for Arteezy to partake in as they get the setup.
Yeah, and even though
already here, Wraith King 4 minutes in.
Yeah, and even though there are the same last hits, he's having to use a lot more regen on the Void and stuff like that, and it was the significant kills that Arteezy's getting. He's actually 500 gold ahead at Void.
And Saberlight now with the Vanguard.
He's immortal.
Yeah, they can't kill this Beastmaster, so Saberlight's going to continue to be able to free farm.
And Crit, with his time spent away from top lane, he goes toward mid. Abed now pretty much, I mean, not tied completely, but pretty close to. He's going to fill the bottle and give him a casual little chakra as well to enable him. And we'll see the stacks. Beastmaster, of course, you go 2-1-1, max your axes afterwards. He's going to have stacks on the far left side for the Ancients. The ones that really is pretty impossible to contest in the early game, especially with the heroes that Beast Coast has. Sacred, he's going to go down the Meteor Hammer route. So feeling like they do lack some tower push and stuff like that.
Oh, yes, which is fair.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Out of their lineup, Beast Coast don't really have the means to take the objectives. So this Meteor Hammer first will definitely offer some sort of solution for that.
I mean, Saberlight's just standing his ground.
Yeah, K1 can't really trade with him at this point in time. Crit also coming around from the side. Line up a blast.
Sneaky position there. Refresh the axes.
K1.
Blinding Light doesn't connect. He'll be able to scurry away. Now Crit. I mean, Crit should still just be fine.
K1 just left very, very low once more. And Fly's
coming in
to help out.
He's found him.
He wasn't ready for that one, K1.
Now Stinger, can he get away?
I don't think so.
Refresh Fly's abilities.
Round 2.
More axes.
See if he can maybe deny to the neutral Stinger. He can't. At the least, does he
deny the bounty? Yes, he
will. Some things to be found, but still Fly. Farm the neutral creep. And this top lane, just a difficult lane here for Beast Coast.
And now what Arteezy's doing is he's just jungling. So he's a Wraith King, so he's able to do this very early on with the skeletons, and they're just going to leave bottom for now for the Phoenix to just free farm, and they're just going to keep on
They're going to try for Saberlight.
Okay.
He's sitting at sort of about half HP, get a good deep glimpse back. He's going to go for the TP out. Where's the bash?
Non-existent.
Not there.
Tips him.
Cheeky.
I mean, he's half HP, but it's a Vanguard, so that half HP is actually full HP for other heroes, of course.
If they got a bash, he probably dies.
He probably dies, yeah. They're very limited on damage early. And even, I mean, early, but also throughout a lot of stages for this Chrono, they don't really have the best heroes to do it. That's why they went for the Phoenix, to try to add something into it. Can they fly? Should be able to. Nice net.
Got some well-needed gold here for K1. As Stinger and Schofield are able to set up for him to pick that kill up. It's got to be careful. I mean, Saberlight hits the 6 now, so real kill potential here from Saberlight if he gets any sort of +1 in this top lane. Even if the 2 supports of Beast Coast are here, they've got to respect this Beastmaster.
Absolutely. I mean, 1 or 2 sets of axes plus a roar, and yeah, K1 if he doesn't have walk up, he's going to just go down. Very farm Saberlight. And yeah, Abed, he's now pulled ahead. Well, pulled ahead in last hits at least, but pretty much same net worth as a Tusk, which is very important. And now, Mago might be in trouble.
Abed's got the Rolling Thunder. Oh, he's going to hold on to it for now.
He's got second squash.
And now we jump up to the high ground. In with the swashbuckle and the shield crash. It's not enough damage straight up. Dark Margo.
Can he get away?
Fly gets him with the slow. Won't be able to close the gap for the Frostbite.
Bringing numbers.
Turn the attention towards Schofield. K1's TP'd in. He's going to get caught by the Rolling Thunder. Abed, he's going to maybe look towards Dark Margo. No, he's going to turn back round, look to help Crit out. As Schofield goes down, Crit will not be saved. Abed not able to keep K1 off him. So it ends up just being a support trade. He wants this PD rune. He'll get it. He gets away with this somehow. I mean, crazy moves there from Dark Margo, stepping into the river. Another swashbuckle. It's not enough. And in fact, Abed, he's the one in trouble. K1, he's chasing him down. One bash, he might not even need a bash. Just one more
He's got wall charges.
K1's got him.
The roaming.
I mean, classic Beast Coast stuff here, getting away with these sort of moves. Dark Margo going back in for the DD rune.
Wait, Margo died.
Okay, and then he went back to mid.
He went back to mid to fly. What? Oh, no.
Wow, what a roller coaster of emotions.
Oh. Bottom. Arteezy doesn't have reincarnate. Can they go for him?
And they're going to try. K1's here.
I mean, the roaming level 2 time dilation.
This is a good Faceless Void. Great stuff here from K1. He's all over the place. They're not ready for him.
And now fly. I mean, Saberlight's in the trees,
He's
though.
level 6 now, K1. He can drop a chrono if needed. He doesn't even need it necessarily for Flyers. Flyers just dying now or drop it.
Do they have the Meteor Hammer? They do.
There's the follow-up. They've got the Supernova as well.
The roaming
He's
void.
going to put the roar, but they've got the root. Snowball's coming in. Beast Coast, they're coming in with these crazy moves.
I mean,
Shopify
K1.
Rebellion, I don't think they know what's going on, Fog.
Honestly, dude, the level 2 time dilation is actually working with his movement. He's got Midas. He actually is going to have Midas done at a pretty damn good timing.
And, you know, they said that this Void, it's going to take a slow start. It's going to take time to come online. But he's running around the map. He's 2, 1, and 4. He's got his Midas done.
Oh, my God.
This is a new level of Faceless Void being brought to us by K1 here. And fantastic.
Sometimes, you know, you see the 1-1-4 skill build, the 4-1-1. Nah, he's just going 2 points time dilation and roaming.
I want to see what he puts his next point in. Where's it going? Probably, it's got to be Time Walk, right? You want to keep that low.
I mean, it's Hector, who knows? He's got the Midas, so maybe he wants the bash.
Correct build as well. Yeah, Midas Maelstrom.
Chaos ensues as Beast Coast. What was the score? It was like 7-2, and now it's 8-8.
Yep.
They get some big kills, and they get the tower, and I believe they got... I mean, a Wisdom Rune picked up at like 10 minutes. I think usually we see them picked up immediately at 7. This time, no.
Kalma lang kalma. Relax lang.
Wild stuff.
That crazy stuff here. Taking the lead now.
Look at Mago. They see Arteezy.
They do.
He's got no ult.
I mean, this is normally a part of the map that's kind of safe to farm 10 minutes in, but not when you're against Beast Coast.
Give it a K1.
All teams here. He's dead again.
Sacred gets it. Killing spree for him. 5 heroes appear on top of Arteezy.
Yeah.
And they've got Meteor. They've got some creeps. Can hit the bottom tower as well. All right, nice moves.
And tier 2. 11 minutes in, they're putting pressure on it.
Glyph will clear out most. Mech not going to keep the catapult alive. Can they keep pushing? There's going to be answers. Coddle's coming down. K1.
How long to Chronos back up on K1?
K1.
He's fine.
Careful. Okay.
I mean, they want to keep pushing this tower.
Meteor Hammer up in 2. They're getting good damage.
11 minutes in. And they've already taken off the HP of this tier 2 tower here, Beast Coast.
They're looking for crit. They know he's trying to blast it out. But the tower, it will survive.
Oh, Jesus is going to have reincarnation back up in 10 seconds. They've got Eisen and Beast Coast.
Okay.
They're sticking around.
And they're making a lot of aggresses, but they're making it as 5 heroes. Reincarnate,
I mean,
4
if they
seconds.
get the kills, it's definitely worth it, K1.
They have to respect the rotations that are going to come. Saberlight and Abed are still massive. I believe Abed, he has Diffusal done. Don't over-push your hand here.
There we go. They'll smoke up and back off Beast Coast. They respect the fact that the Shopify Rebellion are turning up right now, and they're happy to look for fights elsewhere, though. They've got Chronosphere, they've got Supernova, they've got that combo ready to execute again.
I mean, they did some unbelievable plays there. Shopify timings have been hit.
Yeah, they're not afraid to fight themselves now, as you said, with this Diffusal done on Abed.
And level 3 Chakra, so it's going to refresh that Swashbuckle almost immediately. He's got a Haste Rune, and he, of course, got blessed with Lance of Pursuit.
They're going to swing across to the top side of the map.
One gets away. And yeah, he's got Treads, Midas, and the Javelin already finished up at, honestly, much better time than expected after the start that he had. The Roaming Void. He's coming in, Shopify. Looks like they want to chase him.
Oh, they're going over here as well to the top half of the map.
They're very strong with this Pango. Depending on the positioning, if they can get the Chrono, they have all the 5 numbers here on Beast Coast. Can they silence this Pango? Can they catch him in Chrono?
Shopify.
Abed shows.
He's going to jump in. Straight into the Static Storm. They'll glimpse him off the side. It will get put to a stop it by the Rolling Thunder. The roar as well from Saberlight. We'll see K1 watching the fight from the side. He's eyeing up the best opportunity for the Chrono, but he's caught in the Frostbite. They can't get the stun combination. It's not quite enough. K1 jumps across now. Supernova's there. He's trying to get in, but he gets blasted back in by the Blinding Light. Continues to look to chase down Saberlight. Saberlight caught in the shards and kept in range of the Supernova stun.
Saberlight's tanky.
He's going to try for the TP out. K1
Can't
Not
finish.
going to drop the chrono here. He's still eyeing up his opportunities to do so elsewhere. Drop it now. Catch both Abed and Fly. He's got enough damage to take down Fly. Looking for Abed as well. Dark Margot in with the snowball. Punch up. It's not quite enough to take Abed down straight away. And K1, he ends up dying for his efforts this time. It's Dark Margot.
Margot, they're still all alive. Arteezy's here too.
Dark Margot. He's going to be able to pop the one charge, get his mana back up. Both him and Sacred falling rather low as Shopify Rebellion watch from the side. Abed will be ready to jump again.
Stinger. Looking to try to find something. Arteezy, he still has Reincarnate. And we see, by the way, crit with the Pavis build. That's what protected Abed from the punch. The Pavis. See that big damage absorption. Saberlight also went for Mac to match the Mac that comes out from the Chen. A lot of cooldowns being exchanged.
Because they really wanted to fight that, but K1 not quite able to get the chrono that you would hope for there. A lot of things kind of tripping him up, you know, just sort of getting caught by like these stray swashbuckles, losing some of his mana, getting knocked back by the blinding light. It just made it very difficult to get the chrono early on in the team fight, which definitely cost Beast Coast that time out.
If they were able to get the initial catch on Abed with that Static Storm, that would have been a huge fight for them. But all in all, Shopify, they come out ahead in this one. The Pavis, the little things, absolutely adding up.
Yeah, we'll see again.
Like if they finish off the Pango there, they're going to probably wipe the whole team fight. But the fact that it doesn't fully connect, Shopify and able to reset constantly, protect each other with the mech, with the Pavis constantly.
Yeah,
and able to
great control. You know, so at the start of this fight, you know, Arteezy and Fly on the back lines, they delete Stinger, and then they also just slow down the entrance for K1 into this team fight. It finally gets over it, but at this point, it's just a little too late.
Yep, and honestly, Crit, what godly positioning. Both times there, he gets the Pavis to pretty much save Saberlight, then he gets the Pavis to save Crit probably up here too. I mean, this item, I actually thought it was going to be purchased like every game on
honestly,
multiple heroes.
I feel like it's the first game that we saw. In terms
I think it's the first one we see.
It's not a popular one.
No.
You feel it's a bit underrated?
I think it's massively underrated. I think we'll likely see this item get used a lot more. As top, Scopefield. Axes, Blast. Top. Yeah, this item, the thing about Pavis is that the buildup is incredible, and it's, like, if you look at the actual stats it provides, it's phenomenal. Like 2.5 mana regen from an item like this really early. Honestly, I really thought that we were going to see this picked up like on 3.
And what's sort of the cast range of it like?
1,000.
Oh, it's massive.
It's massive.
So you can put that buff on someone from a mile off.
Yeah. It definitely limits a lot of power from something like a Core Tusk. Because you go for the punch and it's just completely absorbed. So 3K lead Shopify. After a little bit of shenanigans goes on from the bottom lane, they do recover everything.
Yeah, a lot of chaos so far, but so far, Shopify Rebellion definitely the ones to benefit from it the most. Advantage.
And they're going to start getting some big auras online fast. Like Saberlight, he had Mech last fight, now he has Greaves. He's got a cloak going down that pipe route. He can honestly disassemble, and he's pretty close to having it finished very soon, since he has that Vanguard finished. So tons of protection that they're building up versus this lineup right now at Beast Coast. That is definitely limiting damage until the later stages. And Arteezy, he is just going to go down the more standard route. He pretty much has the Death Sow done on this Grave King as well. Almost level 2 on Reincarnate. A lot of minus armor coming out on their side from that Pango and from the Death Sow that's soon done. Vision placed up toward top also, so they see Dark Mago right now. And Mago, he's still, he's definitely falling behind on farm, but he's still strong. He's got this Blink finished up, he's got Initiation. If they can get that jump, get the initial silence and control the Pango, that's kind of their success in the team fight. But they have to get the connection. Sacred, he's got his own pipe. And they do have that mech, of course, that Stinger has finished up.
Oh,
they're feeling strong.
Destruction as well for Arteezy.
Oh, he got the destruction?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
That's,
the dream.
It's going to be some big hits coming out from the Wraith King.
Oh, yeah. At the same time as the Death Sow. See what they can find here.
They want to keep looking for the fights, Beast Coast.
Yeah.
Even though it is going to get more difficult,
for sure.
Say with these items that Shopify Rebellion is getting online, Beast Coast still very much feeling that if they can sort of force the team fights around their ultimates, they'll have this strength against Shopify.
Let's see bottom. Saberlight, they saw him with the ward, it expires. Saberlight trying to get out of the area. Mago, is he going to blink and catch him?
He will. Gets him with the jump. Saberlight's going to try again. This time around the snowball will be there to stop him. Is he going to try again? Yes, he is. He's like, please,
here, though.
let me get through this twin gates.
One more.
I want to leave. I want to get out of here.
And he will. Yeah, she's just too tanky. And now Greaves are... He didn't even have Greaves up. Now he's got to go up. And now they're at Roche.
Arteezy was ready. I mean, they do come through the portal here.
Stinger.
See, they've come in, but Shopify Rebellion.
Hello.
They're happy to fight. A couple of hits in from Arteezy brings him down low. They'll be able to buy some time inside the snowball. K1, he's come across. See him jump towards the side, but he gets caught by the Rolling Thunder. Now would drop the Chrono, but it's a bit awkward. They can't really get in on this straight away. The Chrono comes to an end.
The egg is good.
It's there, but Shopify Rebellion, they've already been able to keep out to the side of it. Arteezy, he was caught underneath it, but he was already popped out with the Reincarnate. He's back, and he's ready potentially for round 2. Dark Margo attempts to jump in towards Saberlight. He's got the shards, and by some time getting in with the snowball as he goes towards Saberlight, but Saberlight's going to live as Arteezy finishes off Dark Margo with the crit. Swashbuckle from Arbed, catches Schofield on the retreat. Beast Coast, they're just not getting away with these fights that they're really trying to force fog.
Oh, and they're just so tanky. Saberlight drops to what, 50 HP. Greaves come back up. They guys, honestly, crit again. He's just protecting. He's protecting everybody. Medallions being thrown. Pavis consistently. They're healing and sustaining through everything. And that was literally every ult being popped from side of Beast Coast as well.
It was the full team fight, and it just wasn't enough. It just didn't cut it. It didn't take down anyone.
This is one of the reasons the Wraith Kings picked. It's versus these big cooldowns. He just tanks both. The egg actually ends up connecting on him, but then watch Hector at the end. Hector literally gets crit and then swashbuckled and almost dies in one hit. Arteezy with the damage.
Absolutely. Armlet, Deso, Orba, Destruction. This man slaps hard.
Sure does.
As we see, again, just sort of the ults coming out, but
it's awkward.
They're all there, but just not in the right place at the right time. Things do not fall into place for Beast Coast. And as you say, Supernova catches Arteezy, but it did not matter one bit. Back in action.
K1.
Shopify Rebellion, they're ready to start running at them. Static Storm will catch on to the two of them, but of course outside of that, they don't have the other ults. So Beast Coast, they will not want to try and fight this time. They're on the run.
Schofield.
He's going to get caught. Big hit coming in from Arteezy potentially.
Over the cliff.
Down on the low ground, so Arteezy won't get a chance for the kill. Arbed, he'll take it instead.
Sacred, can you get away?
They've got Raw.
He's in trouble.
They've got a further stun.
Just a crit.
Oh my goodness, just a crit indeed.
Deleted, and oh, look at the time. Oh, this is a 14-minute Wisdom Rune, by the way.
Oh, they're about to get another one, but in 15 seconds.
In 15 seconds, and they're going to potentially just get the Tormentor as well.
They can definitely force it.
Shopify getting some big snowball going on here.
Tormentor.
Wisdom Rune? They're waiting for both. Abed is going to bottle them.
Yep, there we go. Wait for it to mature. Wait, what?
They're asking who wants what. They're probably like, hey, who wants the Wisdom Rune, right? They give one to Arteezy, Abed bottles one. And then
sharing is caring.
Nicely done.
Fly. He'll go back and pick up his own.
Unbelievable sustain, though. It's not even just the auras that we see Saberlight providing. It's also just crits positioning in most of these fights. The Pavis, the Illuminate Blast, all these different things, they add up.
Yeah.
When you're limited on damage in type of this mid-game from the side of Beast Coast, yeah, all these little things are going to cause you some issues.
Yeah, this Cole pick, it's looking pretty nasty.
I love his fights.
Crit's doing a lot of work this game.
I love his items too. I really love the Pavis into Solar Crest. It feels like.
And he's just all about the saver. He's going to get the 4-staff next as well.
Yep.
Crit, he's going to have you covered. You're in a bad spot in a bad time in these team fights. Crit, he'll bail you out.
And other thing though, we'll wait for that. I'll say in a second. Hurt.
I mean, he's got backup.
He's tanky.
They're scared to commit on him. They have the combo. They've got Chrono and Supernova K1. Eyes on him to see if he goes in it. Again, though, caught by a swashbuckle. His mana falls so low.
He's in trouble.
He'll pop the BKB, but he's got no mana to play with.
He's
just got to run with his last bit of mana to use the Time Warp to get away. Stinger's going to get left behind. One more hit from Arteezy, and Stinger's gone.
K1's out of mana, too. Arteezy, he's got Blink up in 2.
Does he want to go for more? Does he want to dive the base?
He does. Sacred.
They're going in. Up to the high ground. Sacred will be able to dive away.
Punch. Can they bring down Arteezy?
They've got to do it twice. He's got Reincarnate available, of course.
Pavis.
They're healing him up. Pavis and a heal. Keeps Arteezy safe. Turns. Stands his ground against Dark Margo. Will be caught in the Static Storm, but he still hasn't died yet. Finally, he'll fall. K1's in with the Chrono. Catch the two of them. The Supernova follow-up will be there, but is it enough damage? Saberlight, he'll get dragged back, but the ult's coming out from Fly. They'll dive forward. They cannot kill Saberlight. Pavis is thrown down on him. Arteezy's in onto the high ground. Finishes off K1 as both K1 and Dark Margo fall within the realms of their own base. Arteezy, he's ready to go in for more.
He's been here for 45 seconds.
And Arbed's jumping in. Swashbuckle and shield crash. Beast Coast getting held back under the tip. Arteezy in again. Another kill here for the king.
Oh, and they still have shields. Look at the barriers. They're just tanking everything.
I mean, they're low, but they're not.
They're not. Sacred, another dive forward. Is it enough?
Arteezy's eyeing up more.
Okay, he'll die.
All right.
But he's got another life. They just this
Still
time
2 dead. K1
can't punish him.
out of the game. Dark Margo, he brought back for this, but indeed no successful punish to come out from Beast Coast. Shopify Rebellion continue to pump up the lead. 15k advantage, 23 minutes in.
And now they're massively ahead. Mago, he is now behind the supports at this point. Just the consistent fights. Shopify just bringing it to the side of Beast Coast. They can't handle this. They need every ult to take fights, and they're not winning the fights even with the ults. And quick thing to point out, and I was trying to mention before the fight's all done, I didn't see this, but Sacred, he actually maxed Icterus dive. I feel like that actually hurts their potential of damage massively. He doesn't have max Sunray. That's usually one of the keys that you want in order to have when you're playing with something like Void. You sit in the back. I guess maybe because he's a core that he wanted to go for this type of build, but I mean, they needed every little thing, and at this point now, Shopify in complete control of the game.
Yeah. And Crit changing up his build, you know, he's like, guys, I'm already saving you enough with the Solar Crest and the Pavis. I'm going to get something offensive, get this Hex online.
I mean, look, Mago, he shows his face. Crit, he's on him. Solar Crest.
He's ready to start.
He's just, I mean, look at this Coddle beat on him.
Dark Margo's terrified.
Got the Solar Bind as well in a second.
I mean, he
Snowball.
should be terrified because there's backup coming in. Saberlight's here.
And he's going down. Another set of axes. Farewell, my friend.
Basher nearly done here for Abed.
Man, it looked for a second when K1 was doing the roaming. The score was 8-8,
Sure.
and now it's 22-10.
I mean, unfortunately, emphasis on the second, really. I mean, it was sort of that one moment down bottom. It looked like maybe Beast Coast had some sort of way to sort of surprise us all with their draft and do something fantastic around the Void. But since that, it's kind of fallen down a deep slope here for Beast Coast. It's not easy to recover. K1's going to go for the TP out. One more crit, not going to be enough, and crit wasn't there in time. So K1, he'll survive.
Too much pressure. Shopify, everything pretty much back up.
Yep.
You mentioned Abed, massive. Aghanims was finished in the last fight. Now he's got Basher, level 16, so he's got the talent as well. Shield Crash is online. 3-second cooldown. And Saberlight, he just goes back for the Vanguard, tanking up even more.
Okay, they're ready to try and end it. Start getting these high ground pushes going here, Shopify.
Mago, yeah, he's just completely answered this game, it feels like. The Pavis, it did its damage in the fights when he did get the jumps forwards. He's level 12 now in this Tusk, pretty much just behind both supports. Sacred,
And he's going to get
deleted.
Didn't even get a chance to press anything there, Sacred.
I mean, how much armor reduction is it? Let me look at all this one here.
Do the maths.
11 from Abed. And
he's in for more Arteezy.
Arteezy gives 9, so minus 20 armor.
Glimpse is going to kind of work in Arteezy's favor. He'll get back to hitting the buildings. He's fine with that. Now he really wants to hit heroes. He's diving tier 4s. They get the Chronos there.
He doesn't have BKB.
And he's going to get roared. K1's out. He does have buyback, but I don't think it's going to do much here as Beast Coast dying on the way back to the fountain. They'll call it GG. As Shopify Rebellion, they take this win pretty early, 26 minutes in.